session?
Yep.
All right.
Just have to wait for the music.
Yeah.
Well, there was music.
That's spot the
Yeah.
deal.
No, it worked out well.
All right.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Welcome to you all. I invite all who are able to stand and join in the opening invocation. As we gather to celebrate, I invite you to join me in this moment of quick and quiet gratitude before the celebration begins, to hold in our collective loving care these seniors who we've gathered to honor. May we offer our best wishes, deepest prayers, and abiding hopes for these members of the class of 2024. Seniors, in the moments of this occasion, may you be present to sense and know with humility and deep appreciation the joy that is within you and all around you. Families and friends who've traveled to be here, may you feel and know the pride in completing this loving journey that brought you here whenever you first arrived on the hilltop. Those who've taught, guided, coached, and mentored here, may we also feel great joy and gratitude and pride as we celebrate these seniors and send them on into the world. And for all of us, may we share in this celebration by holding close in our own hearts and minds the many teachers who have impacted us and inspired us to learn and grow. And may we know and feel the awesome sense of connection and gratitude for the gifts of education and relationship that bring us all together today. You may be seated.
With that in mind, it's kind of extraordinary that I have one of my boarding school teachers here today. It's pretty great. Good morning, parents and families, faculty and staff, assorted guests, and most importantly, you all over there, the class of 2024. It's my pleasure to welcome you on this beautiful morning to the graduation ceremony marking the end of Pomfret's 130th year. The first formal order of business today is the sixth form speaker. So at this time, I would like to call upon sixth former Olin Rumler, whom the form elected to share some thoughts with us today. Olin.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, graduates, relatives, proud parents, and especially to the Pomfret class of 2024. It is an incredible honor to stand before you all today to recognize and celebrate the remarkable achievements of my fellow seniors. This class is moments away from earning the prestigious distinction of graduating from Pomfret School, the undisputed greatest school on Route 44. However, our school's greatness is not solely defined by our 3-year reign over Millbrook, but by the exceptional individuals who make up our community of students, teachers, advisors, and dorm parents. From the halls of Schoolhouse to the icy-on rink, we encounter people who inspire, guide, and shape us into our future selves. Today, I'd like to reflect on the immense influence that this beautiful community, our Pomfret family, has had on our class over the years. Last week marked the final Friday chapel service for the seniors, during which we had the opportunity to listen to Mr. Fisher speak about kindness. He drove home the idea that genuine kindness is felt when others are there for you, not because they have to be, but because they want to be. This kindness, deeply rooted at the heart of Pomfret, is not just a value we share, but a bond that unites us. It is seen in every shared common room laugh, intense spike ball match, and throughout the rest of our busy day. This type of kindness flourishes at Pomfret because it is taught through example and passed down from one Griffin to another. Joby Rogers, for instance, met Blake Sahansky during his freshman year. Blake, a senior, served as his captain in both cross country and track. Joby admired his positive attitude, leadership, and courage, but his unwavering kindness stuck out the most. For Nate Finley, it was Mr. Matthew. Nate was lucky enough to have Mr. Matthew as his English teacher for 3 years, yet his influence on Nate extended beyond academics. Throughout Mr. Matthew's presence, Nate found his confidence, voice, and place at Pomfret. Finally, when I asked Anna Weaver who her biggest role model was, she instantly responded with Mrs. Horst for her work ethic and passion for teaching. Above all, Anna admires Mrs. Horst's selflessness and compassion, as she is always there for her students and colleagues. For me, Gino Rovero taught me this Pomfret kindness. I met Gino on my first day at Pomfret, and although he didn't hold the title of prefect in my dorm, he was undoubtedly the person that I looked up to. What moved me most about Gino was his pride in being a part of the Pomfret community and his willingness to share his love for this place. Even as a new sophomore, Gino had zero hesitation when welcoming me here. From the beginning, Gino showed me that at this school, you will show kindness to others, no matter who you're friends with or what activities you are a part of. This kindness is seen in Blake Sahansky, Mr. Matthew, Mrs. Horst, and Gina Rovero, but it is also seen at everyone at Pomfret, including the class of 2024. As seniors, we are leaders on campus, captains of teams, leads in plays, and responsible for exemplifying this Pomfret kindness. We have strived to be like our role models and possess some of their qualities. In many ways, I have followed in Gino's footsteps. I become a prefect in Olive, captained the JV hockey team, and am giving this graduation speech just as he did on this same stage 1 year ago. But in another way, by striving for Gino's community-minded personality, school spirit, and kind heart, I have become my own person. Our Pomfret role models push us to be our best selves, showing us avenues we didn't know were possible, things we hadn't imagined for ourselves. Joby has grown into a kind and welcoming presence, whom his teammates look up to. As a captain and leader, Nate inspires us to find our voice and confidence. Anna has grown into her role as quest leader and captain, but most commendable, she is a kind and considerate friend to many. Conan O'Brien once said, "It is our failure to become our perceived ideal that ultimately defines us and makes us unique." I love this line because it rings so true at Pomfret. Now seniors, the notion of graduating from Pomfret might have been evident from day one, yet the journey here has not been easy. And although Pomfret has nurtured us and held our hand at times, we have worked hard to achieve our goals. We woke up together every Monday morning for that A-block class, completed too many Membeam hours to count, and still found time to form lifelong bonds. From the late nights in the dorm, spike ball on the quad, muffins from the tuck, sledding on the soccer hill, and the warm days in Mr. and Mrs. Richards' pool, these memories we will take with us for the rest of our lives. As we step into our next chapter, we will face new opportunities and challenges. But if there is one message I have for our class, it is to always remember what we have learned here on the hilltop. Don't let go of the kindness we have given and received here. Carry it with you, let it guide you, and continue to grow and develop as individuals who embody the spirit of Pomfret and carry this forward. With that being said, thank you very much and congratulations to the Pomfret class of 2024.
You all made a really good decision. Thank you, Olin, for your very thoughtful remarks about your class and your journey through Pomfret. You nailed it. We now move on to a handful of special commencement awards. We begin with the top 2 scholars from the graduating class. Please join me in congratulating the Sixth Form's number 2 scholar, Science Exploration Award recipient and cum laude inductee at the end of her junior year, second in class, Simiao Lee. Please join me in honoring the Sixth Form's top scholar, winner of the David A. Wilson Prize, a faculty award of distinction, and also an inductee to the Cum Laude Society at September's convocation. First in class, Delia Busquet. The Pomfret Bowl is awarded to the best athletes as voted on by the senior class. This is Pomfret School's oldest award, dating back more than 120 years. This recipient of the Pomfret Bowl has earned 9 varsity letters in her 3 years at Pomfret. A multi-sport captain, a fierce competitor, and an all-star. She's the winner of deeded awards in soccer, hockey, and tennis. An impact player from day one, her play and leadership signal the pride she has in her school and the trust she has in her teammates. May we all represent the red and black with the same poise, tenacity, and care exhibited by Paige Anderson on game days and every day. Congratulations, Paige Anderson. The second recipient of the Pomfret Bowl has emerged as a dominant force on the ice and the court, leading his squads to victory as a multi-season captain, scoring threat, and impact player. In tennis, he amassed an impressive 35-7 record against tough Class A and Class B competition and helped propel his team to berths in 2 NEITA Class B championship tournaments. As captain of the boys varsity hockey team, he played hard and smart, coached up his teammates, and modeled excellence on and off the ice, and showcased how fierce competitors can bring it all on game day with play, fun, and focus. We salute an excellent student athlete, teammate, and sportsman. Congratulations, Jesse Heinberg. At this time, I would like to invite Willie Cole to the stage for the presentation of the Chick Cole Cup. The Chick Cole Cup is awarded to that member of the sixth form who has achieved excellence in both creative arts and athletics. This award is given in honor of Chick Cole, faculty member at Pomfret School from 1951 to 1999 by his 4 children. Today's award recipient is a humble and creative playwright, a talented and ambitious musician, and a contributing member of the varsity basketball squad and track and field team. Practice is important to this artist and athlete, and his level of preparation and commitment to rehearsal has allowed him to be game ready and ready to take the stage with the Frets, Pomfret's contemporary music ensemble. As a result, he can lay down a rhythm and keep perfect time, spin and launch the discus at record distances, and craft plays that expose universal truths and humor. Quite the combination. Driven to improve and grow his own skills, he has also become a passionate coach and guide, helping others reach for their best. A grateful Pomfret School is pleased to recognize the multifaceted and very talented Daniel Seth Onwuka with the Chick Cole Cup. The Edward J. Kelly Award is awarded to the postgraduate student athlete who has achieved at a high level in the classroom while being involved in varsity level sports while at Pomfret. A head of school scholar and varsity captain, our Kelly Award winner pours energy and enthusiasm into all that he does. Praise has come his way, but he doesn't seek affirmation or accolades. Instead, he keeps his nose to the grindstone, exerts his leadership in a powerfully quiet way, and leads by example, because doing so is aligned with his own North Star. Adjectives from the classroom include attentive, prepared, curious, engaged, and responsible. This winter, he and his hockey teammates buoyed the school and took us all on an exciting playoff ride. And this spring, he was captain of the boys' varsity lacrosse team. Rarely does a postgraduate contribute so fully, so joyfully. Congratulations, Danny McNeil. Yep. Kay Copperthwaite, are you here? Yes, you are. I'd like to invite Kay to the stage. The Copperthwaite Award recognizes the student or students in the graduating class who have demonstrated exceptional qualities qualities of leadership through strength of character, dedication to fair and spirited play, self-discipline, and teamwork. Her or his contact has inspired teammates and schoolmates alike to strive for excellence in all aspects of life. We salute today a student athlete who picks up others, who doubles shifts without complaint, and who finds joy in every season. An all-conference first-team selection for the Valancourt Women's Hockey Conference, the winner of the Copperthwaite Award is a 3-season varsity athlete who brings energy, encouragement, and leadership to every practice and every game. She has skillfully walked the challenging tightrope that asks athletes to find balance between being a fierce competitor, a trustworthy teammate, and a reliable member of the broader community. Blessed with a legendary work ethic that inspires and motivates others, she is steadfast in her love for her teammates, teams, coaches, and Pomfret School. We are proud to recognize with the Copperthwaite Award the many ways that Anna Weaver has led by example and made an impact on Pomfret School. Congratulations, Anna. The Halleck Lefferts Award is given in honor of Halleck Lefferts, head of school at Pomfret from 1930 to 1942. It is presented to that member or members of the sixth form who, in the opinion of the head of school, has demonstrated excellence in leadership, good spirit, and a commitment to others at Pomfret. As I have the privilege of selecting the winner, I really enjoy giving out this particular prize. The winner of this year's Halleck Lefferts Award embodies Pomfret's highest virtues of honesty, humility, kindness, and fair play. To borrow from the parlance of his favorite sport, which is hockey, this young man is a pass-first player to his core. He revels in the success of others and puts the need of the group above personal glory. As a prefect, quest leader, honor board member, and team captain, his unselfish leadership has earned him the admiration and trust of students, teachers, and coaches alike. In his academic pursuits, he is a first-rate scholar and with conscientious work habits. Indeed, his history teacher describes him as the captain of the classroom, always encouraging his peers and leading the way with his infectious enthusiasm. His Project Pomfret teachers rave about his eagerness to make everyone feel accepted and to find personal fulfillment through service to others. His peers had the good foresight to elect him as their senior class speaker today. For his inclusive spirit and shining goodness, the Halleck Lefferts Award goes to Olin Rumler. The Richard H. Randall Jr. Class of '44 Award is given to a member of the sixth form with outstanding ability to communicate ideas in the pursuit of excellence. Tonight's recipient is a polyglot in the truest sense of the word. Not only is she fluent in several languages and eagerly working to add more languages to her collection, she speaks through her dance and her acting as well, communicating through expression and body language, intonation and movement. As we learned last night, she adroitly communicates with the characters she meets in her English texts and writes with uncommon clarity, power, and precision. Always stretching to reach new heights and excel, her spectacular academic work has been recognized with many departmental awards. It is fitting that she can now claim the Randall Award. Congratulations, Carolina Volker. The Paul M. Rosenfield Class of '67 Award is presented to the member of the sixth form who best exemplifies strength of character through courage and humor. There are many ways Pomfret students stand out, some obvious and some revealed over time. Today's winner was conspicuous from the moment he arrived on the hilltop. When he stands up, he stands out. But soon the campus community learned that his heart was every big as his size 15 shoes, and that a future quest leader and prefect lurked inside that lanky frame. Who amongst us hasn't received a Big Miles fist bump, been greeted by his genuine grin, or shared a laugh with this caring, gentle giant? We expected him to be a basketball guy, but did we anticipate his leadership as a JV soccer captain, or his star turn on the stage in the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime? Let's add astronomy geek, resident fun uncle to a gaggle of faculty children, and frontman for the frets to the growing list of unexpected discoveries and passions. Guided by his faith and leading with humor, Miles navigated a serious knee injury that cut short his basketball season and disrupted his studies. He has faced other hardships too, but they can't outshine his positivity and desire to contribute and connect. Congratulations, Miles McClintock. The Wendell D. Mansfield Cup is awarded to that sixth form student who, by vote of the faculty, best exemplifies in school life the qualities of desire, drive, and determination which Manny Mansfield labored to instill in Pomfret students. The legendary basketball coach Pat Summitt famously shared her secret to success and recipe for winning. "I'm going to outwork you," she wrote. That's it. That's all there is to it. Today's winner of the Mansfield Cup understands the rewards that come from effort in the classroom, on the fields, in the rink, or on the court, and would fit right in on one of Coach Summitt's many teams. As a prefect, a keyhead, and a big sister to so many, her work rate is legendary and has yielded great results in every venue here at Pomfret. In a recent chapel address, she revealed a bit of her own secret sauce when she described the art of listening and the wonderful ways she has come to understand and appreciate people by stepping back, being fully present, and listening with her ears and her heart. A beautiful approach to life. A multi-sport captain, leader, scholar, and mentor, a proud Pomfret school is pleased to honor Paige Anderson's uncommon investment, growth, and drive with the Mansfield Cup. The Founders Medal is the school's highest honor, and it recognizes that member of the sixth form who has given the most of themselves to Pomfret through deep engagement with the school and who exhibits outstanding qualities of scholarship, character, leadership, and determination. Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric and a proud Pomfret parent, described the personal evolution and epiphany that all good leaders experience. He said, "When you become a leader, success is all about growing others." That orientation and understanding that it isn't about me, but about you and us, describes today's winner of the Founders Medal. With grit and grace, passion and urgency, selfless intent, and stumbles born from enthusiasm, our medalist has invested in her school community and admirably serves the people here in so many ways. As a prefect and quest leader, generous with her time and energy, she showcased a determination to build understanding and deepen connections through her service and sharing. And as president, her mission has been to expand student voice and agency by asking why and why not. At every turn, her love for this place, its people, and the potential that is alive here has shown through. The faculty is pleased to recognize the exceptional leadership and service of Grace Charles with the Founders Medal. That's all right. You're halfway there. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our graduation speaker, Malik Ducard, who graduated from Pomfret in 1991. Malik Ducard joined Pinterest as the Chief Content Officer in December of 2021. He is responsible for setting the global content strategy for the company. Previously, he was Vice President of Content Partnerships at YouTube, where he led the development for some of the platform's key responsibility and public interest partnership efforts, including learning, social justice, kids and family, health, human rights, and racial justice. Prior to that, he served as Global Head of Family and Learning at YouTube, where he led YouTube's most high-profile content development funds. Before joining YouTube, Malik served as Senior Vice President of Digital Distribution for the Americas at Paramount Pictures, where he oversaw the distribution of content of digital platforms. Malik currently serves as Board President of 2-Bit Circus Foundation, a nonprofit organization that brings STEAM education to youth throughout Los Angeles. He is also a member of the board of Game Changer, a nonprofit that safely improves the lives of hospitalized children facing illness and injury with the power of play and patient engagement. He holds a Bachelor of Arts from Columbia University, a Master's of Business Administration from UCLA's Anderson School of Management. Malik resides in Los Angeles with his wife Althea and 3 sons, one of whom is here today, and is also the author of 3 books, including Henry's Big Win, winner of the Jesse Redmond Fawcett Award for Best Children's Book. Please join me in welcoming Malik Ducard.
What's up, Griffins? How we doing today? All right. Give it up for the class of 2024. Just such amazing accomplishments and achievements, and I'm so excited to be here. To our head of school, Tim Richards, thank you for your inspired leadership. To our board of trustees and board chair, Justin Klein, distinguished alumni, guests, faculty, friends, family, thank you so much for your commitment, and thank you for showing so much love today. It's great to be back here on the hilltop. Now, most importantly, again, let's give it up for the stars of today's show, the class of 2024. Congratulations. You did it. It's been a journey. You excelled with your studies and you crushed your senior chapel talks. From social justice to sustainability, you've expressed your passions with Project Pomfret. And you've made your mark on this wonderful institution and had your closing sundial ceremony standing on that iconic sculpture that I once stood on, circled by your community. Now, I'm sure that you're all bursting inside with a bunch of emotions. I'm also bursting inside with things to share. But when I read a draft of my talk to my 15-year-old son, he said to me, "Dad, I'm not gonna lie, you were low-key yapping." So hopefully you're gonna get the shorter, non-yapping version of this talk. Now, I remember sitting in your seats decades ago feeling joy, pride, excitement, and nervousness. And sure, it was a different time back then. A goat was an animal, not a compliment. No cap meant that it's time to take off your hat. And people would have thought that Drake versus Kendrick Lamar was the title of some landmark court case. But maybe most surprisingly, I actually had hair, believe it or not. A fresh high top fade that I used to pat down with my chemistry book to make it perfectly flat. But one thing that hasn't changed is that your education and your experience here have given you everything that you need to succeed. I grew up in the Bronx in the 1980s, and a place like Pomfret to me felt like another universe. But thanks to the A Better Chance program and a Pomfret scholarship, I got to step into this new world. It was here where I learned to overcome challenges, to conquer doubts and fears. It was here where I really found my voice and my confidence. It was here where I discovered my love of storytelling, lugging a giant VHS camera around campus so much that my shoulder was more sore from that than it was playing on the varsity football team. Pomfret's a place that not only shaped my academic journey, it also helped shape the very core of who I am. From my start at a Madison Avenue ad agency, to my work at Hollywood Studios, to my time working for tech companies like Google, YouTube, and now Pinterest, I always take this school spirit with me. And graduates, I know that you'll feel the same in your next chapter, and you'll rely on this spirit often, especially as you navigate today's world. Politics, protests, polarization, and all that amplified by technological distribution that is changing everything for better and for worse. And recent years have really been a storm, and I think that history will show that this moment that we stand in right now will be the end of one epoch and the beginning of a new one. There will be before and after this. And I stand here filled with hope because of you. You are bright, passionate, accomplished young people, and I know that you will help to light the path forward. Now, there's no doubt that AI, algorithms, generative AI are doing some cool stuff, including writing the very speech that I'm giving you. Thanks to ChatGPT. I'm just kidding. All these words are mine, including and especially the bad jokes. But here's the main point I want to share with you today. While the world focuses on the tech revolution, I challenge you to lead the human revolution, to champion the feelings like pride and empathy and passion and nostalgia and love that are swirling here today, and values like fairness, opportunity, and community that can never be automated, to be heroes for humanity. Now, I know that's a pretty big ask, so I want to share 3 lessons with you that I hope will help you along the way. I'm going to dry off a little so you hear these lessons loudly. Now, part 1 is you. Remember your own humanity. Don't be a rendering of technology. And what do I mean? Well, Today, more than any other generation before, young people have their lives on display in front of the world. Look, I made so many bad short films and videos when I was here at Pomfret that if YouTube was around back then and you could save them, you probably wouldn't have me as a commencement speaker today. And I worked at YouTube. So look, a beautiful image. I love them. A beautiful image and a great dance video challenge are great. But let me ask you, have you ever taken down a post simply because you didn't get enough likes or reposts of them? Don't worry, it's a common thing because in today's world, too much validation comes from what others think. There's so much pressure to project a certain image that we often dim ourselves to fit into others' expectations. And I ask you all to fight against that urge. We are people before we are profiles. We deserve to live the lives that we love instead of chasing other people's likes. And the most important fuel rod, the most important fuel rod is the personal development that happens inside of you. That is the thing that powers all other things. And that's a lesson that I first learned here at Pomfret. I didn't naturally fit in. And sometimes I felt like no version of me ever would. And this was without all the social media pressures of today. And thankfully, you find the strength of angels in this life. My mom, who did the impossible, raising my sister and me with tight resources and abundant love and culture and education. Friends here who became family. Faculty and staff members like Mr. and Mrs. Eaton, who guided and supported me and so many others while here at Pomfret and then for decades after. They all helped me to see that my own humanity was what the world needed and wanted. They helped me see that the world would catch up with me, not the other way around. And I remember that and so many of the lessons I learned here every time I step into an important room in the decades since. See, nobody naturally fits in, and that's the beauty of the world. Now I'm at Pinterest, which embodies that spirit, urging people to really focus on being the best versions of themselves, not to be the version of what others want them to see. Or as we say at Pinterest, be yourself, not your selfie. Class of 24, don't fit in. Don't go along to get along. Be your own drumbeat. Be the signal in the noise. Show them, cherish them, celebrate them. So that's Human Revolution Part 1, be yourself. Now, Human Revolution Part 2 is the all of us part, us. Build coalitions, communities, and common ground. The filmmaker Ava DuVernay once said, if your dream only includes you, it's too small. No matter who you are, changing the world is not a solo endeavor. It requires a coalition to really turn missions into movements. And my experience is that any entity or enterprise like an educational institution, a corporation, a factory, they actually don't exist. What does exist are groups of people with a shared belief system and outlook, really working together to transmit that into the world. And the more that you broaden those groups, the more good you can do. Now, this is a lesson I learned firsthand at Columbia University, which, as you know by now, has a long history of protests. When I was an undergrad there in the 1990s, one of the big protests was opposition to proposed financial aid cuts, or opposition to proposed financial aid. And these cuts would have made it really impossible for many deserving students to continue their studies. Now, rather than stand by, students from all walks of life stood up. We held campaigns to drive awareness. We spoke to staff and faculty, and especially the administration. But I'd say that the main thing that we did was find common ground to build coalitions and build understanding across all parties. Class of 24, all of you are experts in growing audiences and engaging with folks online, far ahead of the game than I was at your age. But make sure you continue to look for those authentic connections around you. Those who may be different, find them, and they share common hopes as you. Find your fellow coalition builders, partnerships, and alliances. Over my time, I've worked on hundreds of deals, and one valuable lesson that I've learned is that there are rarely two sides of a table of negotiations. The tables are round, there are no sides. We either win or we lose together. So, when it comes to the human revolution that I'm challenging you to lead, I've talked about part one, building your own self and humanity. Part two, building coalitions to benefit humanity. Now, human revolution part three, and this is a big one. It's for all of you to embrace your power to improve humanity at global scale. Now, I know that message, you can change the world, can draw some eye rolls. But at your fingertips are smartphones and apps. And check it out. If those things didn't exist when I was here, imagine what the next decades will bring. The rate of development is even increasing, and it all gives you more power and opportunity than any other generation in history. Your work can be felt farther. Your reach can spread faster, and you can drive change in so many ways, from the classroom to the boardroom to the courtroom. Now, my ask of you is to use this power, take on this responsibility for positive change, because technology is neither bad nor good. It's up to humans, to us, to steer the direction. And over time, I've learned that there's little black and white, binary on and off in life. There's a lot of gray in life. So many decisions are not a matter of right or wrong. It's a matter of certainty that you will be wrong. The only question is, in what direction and to what degree? We need smart people with your keen eye, your principles, your belief in a greater good to leverage powerful technologies for good. You will be the difference, the ultimate guide for us as a society. Graduates, I know that all of you as dreamers, doers, and decision makers will be sitting in these rooms throughout your life. And not just relating to technology, but also to environment, education, the economy, justice system, international diplomacy, and beyond. My ask of you as part of the human revolution is to always remember the people on the other side of the decision. Meet their needs, protect their interests, be their voice in these powerful rooms. Your voice can truly make a difference for a person, which can change a community, which can change a city, which can change and make a difference all over the world. Graduates, I know you have a lot of celebrating to get to, so I want to leave you with this. I do know it's a lot to ask a group of teenagers to lead a human revolution, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't know that you were capable. So I ask you to remember those 3 lessons, revise them, come back, and share with others. Be you, not a rendering of you. Build coalitions, find that common ground across people, and embrace your power and responsibility to improve humanity at scale. And we can't wait to see the mark that each of you makes on the world. Thank you so much, Pomfret. Roll Griffs. All right.
Thank you, Malik, for your inspiring and important words. Words for us all, but you in particular, class of 2024, to consider deeply and embrace in our lives. Your leadership and your vision, Malik, are truly admirable, a model for our students as they move beyond Pomfret and into the world beyond this hilltop. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Mr. Justin Klein, Chair of Pomfret's Board of Trustees and a proud member of the class of 1965, and I will now present our graduates with their diplomios. Yeah, that's a new word. I was going on. I was saying, Antonio, you're the next word. And I said, diplomio. So, Antonio, you can come and get your diplomio. And Isaac and Paige, will you please also join us?
Antonio Abud de Iturbe. Recipient of the Digital Media and Design Award, Isaac David Aguilar. Recipient of the Pomfret Bowl and the Mansfield Cup, Paige Morgan Anderson. Zachary Martin Berman. Lyle A. Bernard. Rowan Sarah Barwani. Zach Bloxam. Recipient of the Painting and Drawing Award, Liliana Rose Boone. Olivia Taylor Bourgeau. Recipient of the David A. Wilson III Class of 2001 Memorial Prize and a Faculty Award of Distinction, cum laude, Delia Jean Bousquet. Riley Elizabeth Button. At this time, we invite Anouk de Ruyter to the stage. Recipient of the Sixth Form Science Award, cum laude, Lucas R. Canavan. Recipient of the Photography Award, Ethan Canchola. Recipient of the Well-Being Award and the Founders Medal, Grace M. Charles. Audrey Lauren Chatfield. Recipient of the Music Award, cum laude, Che Wanchi. Recipient of the Music Award and the Marshall Eaton Calculus Award, cum laude, Jinwoo J. Chun. Anna Sylvia Davis. Gara de Alarcon Adamczyk. James Edmund DiNapoli. Eloisa Diaz. Cum laude, Ivy Catherine Dowdle. Cass Kanisa Ayers. Ashley Facey. Drew Paul Fecto. Emma Riley Ferguson. Xavier Philip Ferreira. Nathaniel Angel Finley. Julian Forster. Gerald Gao Ji Suen. Brendan William Gardner. Mary Putnam Gengris. Helen Carson Gerber. At this time, we invite Pomfret School trustee Brendan Giblin to the stage. Kenley Houston Giblin. Evelyn Jasmine Gonzalez Santiago. Recipient of the Spanish Award and a Faculty Award of Distinction, cum laude, Lena Rose Tabor Gordon. Nicholas Gratton. Sasha Louise Green. Rebecca Burlington Haig. Cole Ashley Hanna. Cum laude, Maxton Sergis Hart. Recipient of the Pomfret Bowl, Jesse Logan Heinberg. Alexa Sung Hen. Van Alexander Horvath. Recipient of the Painting and Drawing Award, cum laude, Bing Si Cici Huang. Anna Ruby Jesse Hudgens. Bo Stephen Joseph Johnson. Samuel Howland Jones. Namoon Kim. Cum laude, Ryan Kim. John Christian Codeweiss. Joseph Julius Kravitz. Samuel Nathan Kravitz. Colden Lawrence. Recipient of the Dance Award, the Prize in Creative Writing, the Sixth Form History Award, and a Faculty Award of Distinction, cum laude, Lei Haum Quinn An. Alexander Lee. At this time, we invite Lindsay Lehman to the stage. Recipient of a Faculty Award of Distinction, Clayton Adam Lehman. Kasike Levy. Recipient of the Science Exploration Award, cum laude, Simiao Lee. Cum laude, Tongxiao Emma Lien. Emily Lin. Cum laude, Sophia Z. Liu. Cum laude, Joshua Edward Long. Cum laude, Yi Chung Lu. Recipient of a Faculty Award of Distinction, Daniel Ray Lutz. Lucas Quentin Mancini. Louis Marcelino. Alexis Elia Marinez. Valeria Marata. Rosita Gabriela Martinez Mendez. Recipient of the Paul M. Rosenfield Class of 1967 Cup, Miles Donald McClintock. Recipient of the Edward E. Kelly Award, Danny McNeil. Anson Woodruff Meerbergen. Michael F. Monopoly. Fleming Scott Newbold. Alex Yurdi O. Recipient of the Chick Cole Cup, Daniel Seth Onwuka. Chloe Rebecca Orlich. Hannah Park. Brooks Gregory Pierce. Liam Alexander Pearsall. Alfredo Paniche Gasque. At this time, we invite Pomfret School trustee Michelle Williams to the stage. Sarah Grace Patel. Recipient of the Joseph Mannis Class of 1972 Memorial Drama Award, Reese Lindsay Price. Recipient of the Tad Chase Latin Award, T. Jotong Elva. Isaac Jacob Rice. Casey Lane Richmond. Joby Lewis Rogers. Recipient of the David A. Brush Award and the Halleck Lefferts Award, Olin S. Rumler. Alexandra King Schwartz. Chavez Dequan S. Shaw. Cum laude, Arena Shinogekina. Recipient of a Faculty Award of Distinction, Henry Douglas Spence. Recipient of the Ceramics and Sculpture Award, Leah Jankowski Stewart. Adam Christopher Tillinghast. Josephine Elizabeth Topham. Hunter Hahn Trilch. Avery Marie Valente. Liam Jonathan Ventresca. Recipient of the Tad Chase Latin Award, John Benner Vogel. Recipient of the Theater Award, the Sixth Form English Award, the C. Russell Stringer Award, and the Richard H. Randall Jr. Class of 1944 Award, cum laude, Carolina Lucia Volker. Eze Wally. Tsi Woon Harry Wong. Recipient of the Copperthwaite Award, cum laude, Anna Rose Weaver. Tate Anthony Webster. Recipient of the Statistics Award, cum laude, Si Yuen Mike Wu. Tsung Ja Ming.
Not yet. Congratulations, seniors, or in just a moment, Pomfret's newest alumni. At this time, I would like to invite 23-24 School President Grace Charles, School Vice President Daniel Lutz, School President-elect Sebastian Ariola, and School Vice President-elect Charmaine Chinudakufa to come to the front of the stage. No, I'm just going to hand it to Daniel. Each year, at the conclusion of the graduation ceremonies, the school president passes along a ceremonial gavel to the school president-elect, a symbolic gesture that represents the transition of leadership for the next school year. Grace, at this time, I would now ask you to pass the gavel to Sebastian. Yep. Thank you, Grace and Daniel, for your exceptional leadership during this year. The Pomfret School owes you enormous gratitude for everything you have done, and congratulations to Sebastian and Charmaine as you assume your leadership roles in student government. As we conclude, I just want to express quickly my gratitude to several people who have helped make today's events possible and beautiful. So please join me in thanking our administrative process and collaboration manager, Katie Watkins, for helping manage so many of the logistics for today. Thank you, Katie. As I did last night, I want to thank Brenda Bullied and her terrific team from the facilities crew, J.D. Mellowship, Carolyn Hetrick, Lindsay LeBlanc, and all the great folks from Pomfret Dining Services, and our fantastic manager of events, Becky Grassi, for her amazing oversight of all of the details that have made this such a terrific couple of days. Congratulations, thank you, yes. So congratulations one more time, class of 2024. You can now say almost it's truly over. Before you head off to your new adventures, the members of the faculty would love to bid you farewell. We will, after the conclusion of Mr. Klein's words, we will join over by the bricks to say a final farewell. And at this time, I would ask the chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Klein, to formally bring this ceremony to a close.
I am very honored to be the board chair of Pomfret School. It's a role that I've served in for over 10 years, and it's, as I said, it's just a great honor. I always say to this group that this is the best part of this job, is having the privilege of presenting diplomas to the graduating class. On behalf of the board, every one of the Board of Trustees, we congratulate you and wish you success in whatever you choose to do. Please stay close to Pomfret. Please be faithful alums, and you will enjoy that. And here's the deal. With the powers vested in me by the state of Connecticut and the bylaws of Pomfret School, I hereby declare the class of 2024 to be graduates of Pomfret School. Congratulations. Thank you.